This is the first movie short that I have ever written, produced, directed, shot, scored. First movie short that any of the team members have done. We learned a lot about green screen work, being the first time we've actually used green screens also. You need to make sure the screen is smooth. Here we had it a little too wrinkly. There's a fluorescent light on the upper left-hand corner that made it hard in some scenes to key it out. We had only 3 lights, 2 500 watts with an umbrella, and a backlight of 250 watts to try to get rid of some of the green spill, the back spill. But still, even with insufficient lighting, I think the keying was remarkably well, as you can see here. Even his right shoulder looks like it has some sun on it. Never did any CGI work for visual effects, so I had to learn how to do some animations and background mats. Went to daz3.com or daz3d.com and downloaded their Bryce 5.5 and learned wireframe animation in about 24 hours. Can't say that I'm great at it, but I'm beginning to learn the basics. Rendering took forever. I'd set up animations and let them render at night. Here's the final Cloud City animation you saw. It took about 6 hours to render. There was another one I set up that was going to take 30 hours, and I had to stop it because I learned that the texture I had on the cloud around the tower was just making it too complex. Here's the bubble garden animation you see in the short. I actually reversed it because Randy was looking to the left instead of the right in the short. On the first day of shooting of Gardens of Tomorrow, we were fortunate to have this wonderful Polyphemus moth, a moth that has about a 6 to 6.5 inch wingspan, hatch out of its cocoon. Since it's hatched out after the theme was announced, we were able to use it in our movie short. Here's a picture of the Sony Z1U HDV camera that we shot with. Here's a picture of Chris, my brother, with Randy and Jory's baby. He's multi-talented, holding the baby and the boom mic at the same time. Here are Randy and Jory Kelly, 2 of the actors in the movie. Here I am on the left with my brother Chris. Here I am giving some thought to what we should do in the green screen. You'll notice this picture also appears for a very split second at the end of the movie. Here are Chris and Becky getting ready to do a shot in front of a clear plexiglass shoot panel, which we used for one of the special effects. Here's Randy holding a mic. Not only is he an actor, he was one of the grips. Jory's father and mother stopped by and immediately helped out with the shoot. Randy not only acted much throughout the movie, but he also helped out behind the scenes. We're setting up for a movie here when Randy gets a call, and Becky had the first innovation of the day, taking one of the umbrellas from the lighting kit and using it to throw light onto Randy on an outdoor shoot. Here's Randy getting into character. Second innovation of the day, using your head to help support the boom mic. And Chris and Randy, as always, the consummate goof-offs.
Sir, do you need anything else? You're welcome. Crap. Was I supposed to wait till he offered me the glass? Because I'm thinking, how long does it take somebody to say?
Is that him?
Notice the gaffer's tape in the upper right-hand corner, which caused a problem. We had to take it out in post.
Is that him? Rolling.
And sometimes the director / cameraman makes mistakes. Here, a mosquito flew into my ear and was attempting to bite me and caused me to move the camera.
Stop. Mosquito in the ear and bad camera work. Let's sit back down.
And Randy and Jory get in the character.
All right.
Randy was a trooper. We did lots of green screen work, and this was one of the last scenes we did in front of the green screen. The lights, even though we had insufficient lighting, were surprisingly hot. And toward the end of a long day, it was pretty grueling and hard to stay into character. But Randy did a fantastic job. Chris also helped keep him in proper spirits. But even when he had a goof like this, he still got into character quickly. Randy and Chris playing Dr. Evil.
Good. Good.
And sometimes other people can get in the scene when they're not supposed to. Notice Chris in the upper right-hand corner got in the scene. We had to reshoot that. And then sometimes people other than actors cause problems, like me moving in front of the camera, and Randy couldn't believe what he was seeing. Overall, it was a wonderful experience.